Hey everybody, quick flip today. This topic is stratified sampling. It's only for hard tier only, and they say that it is of a grade A standard. I never believe that. It's not a hard tier, it's a foundation tier. Right, so what is stratified sampling? Well, sampling is when you take a smaller sample of a bigger sample. So if you wanted to find out healthy eating practices in Lisburn, you wouldn't interview everybody in Lisburn. You would just interview a sample of people, and there are bits of sampling right the way across the curriculum from foundation to higher, which says that where's a good place to sample. You know, stand outside a gym for a healthy eating survey is probably not the best place to stand because that survey is going to be passed then because people that are coming to the gym are more likely to be healthy. Um, if you stand in the middle of the mall, if you know what I mean, you might get a more broader representation of people. But stratified sampling is something slightly different. It's to be able to use stratified sampling methods to find a suitable sample size. So it's more about the numbers that you're sampling. And I should say this is taken from a user called Peanut353 on the TFTS. I thought this was quite good, so I stole it because that's what you should do. It is very good though. So if I start with an easy stratified sample thing. So the table shows the number of pupils each year. And in year 7 there's 320, year 8 311, etc, etc. So I want to take a stratified sample of 10% of people. How many pupils will I need from each year? Well, you probably wouldn't need me to tell you that you would just take 10% of each year group. So 10% of 320 is 32. 10% of year 8 is 31.1. Now, gotta be careful because you can't get 31.1 people. So you're going to have to round that to the nearest person, and that's 31. Year 9, just going to be around 38. Year 10's 10% of 289, which is 28.9, so that's 29. And year 11 is 10% of 300, which is 30. And that's quite straightforward. Okay, you wouldn't need to know anything about sampling or whatever. You wouldn't have been able to make a good stab at that right off the bat. Next, more typical example is the table shows the number of pupils each year, exactly the same lot. I want to take a stratified sample of 250 people. So how many people do I need from each year? So basically it's saying I need 250 people in total, but how many am I going to pick from each year so that it's fair? So the first step you take in a stratified sample is you add up all the totals of people to know how many people you have altogether. So if I had 320, 311, 380, 289, and 300, I get a lovely round 1600. And what we end up with is a fraction. So if we need a sample size of 250 out of a possible 1600, this is our sample size. So this is kind of what our proportion is. So we take our 250 and we take our 1600 and we make this fraction for ourselves. So 250 out of 1600. That's what we need. We need 250 people of total out of the 1600. And we apply that to each year. So for year 7, we would take our sample size and multiply it by the 320. And that would give us 50. Whoop whoop. And that's year 7. Year 8, similarly, take our 250 out of our 1600. And that would give us 48.59375, which we would round to the nearest person, which would be 49. Similarly, for year 9, we'd get 59.375, which would round to be 59. For the year 10, we'd get 45 in the end. And for year 11, we'll get a nice round number of 46.875, which would be 47. Okay. And that's stratified sampling. If you want, you could check to see whether the 50 plus 49 plus 59 plus 47, we need a stratified sample of 250 people. We check that those all add up to that, and sure as hell, it does. And that's a quick flip from this week. Notes, questions down below if you want to try. Catch us next week. Bye.